So I have a YouTube channel that's done 16 million views and made over $55,000. But I left a ton of money on the table, and I'm going to show you. So if we go into the YouTube analytics here in YouTube Studio, you can see we have almost 16 million views on the channel, and it's made $50,000. And that's over the lifetime of the channel. Now, what I want to show you here is one of the most popular videos. So if we go to French toast, okay, this video is done, almost $7,500 over the lifetime of the video. The last 48 hours, it's got 460 views. This is an old video, actually. This is, I don't know, a couple years old or 2 or 3 years old. Still getting views, guys, which is awesome and making me money. But what I wanted to show you here is if we go to the revenue tab up above, if you scroll down here, this is the RPM, okay? This is how much I make per 1,000 views for that video. So for every 1,000 views, I'm making $7.76. Now you could say, actually, this is an old video. We're talking, this is one of the first ones back in 2021. But anyway, you might say, Bob, well, that's great. I mean, what's wrong with $7,000 on a video that you made years ago and you still make money every day? Well, what I'm going to show you is the difference of this RPM and what kind of money I could have made because I was leaving so much money on the table. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful for that 50K. But what I'm going to show you is mind-blowing. And this is something I didn't know when I started my channel. Now, if you're new to making YouTube or you're a new creator or a new business trying to drive in revenue for your company, and maybe you're trying to make money on AdSense, there's a huge problem with that. And that's what this channel has done. That $50,000 was money made on AdSense. So let me show you my missed opportunity. So here we're going to draw this one out. So over here we got an island, okay? And on this island is going to be my content, okay? So this house here, all right, is my content. So this was home cooked basics, right? On this little island. Now right here, surrounding this island, is water. It's a huge ocean, okay? All right, and do you know who owns this little piece of land that I built my house on? That would be owned by Google. All right. So for this example, this is the 55K example. This is my content that I built on YouTube on their little island that they've guarded with this huge ocean. Okay. I don't have an opportunity to send a boat there, to send a lifeline, to take my content and use it in another way to make revenue. The only way I can make that now is through their island. And that's the lost opportunity here with AdSense money. Now, could I take that video, say for the French toast, and put some type of call to action there to get them on a list or sell them something? Yes. All I can do now is put it in the description, and then I could do a pinned comment and put it in there. But I could tell you from experience that that doesn't drive a ton of traffic like I could have while I was in the video. So while I was in that recipe video, I could have sold my audience another product, right? That's what I'm going to hop into here in a second. Like I could have told them about, like, for example, the Builders Club. Link in the description, guys, down below. I'd love to see you join and see what you're building on YouTube. But that would have been a call to action that I could have done on that video to show them another opportunity, right? So now if we look at this, and we're going to divide this, all right? So this is the AdSense way. Now, the other way that I was talking about in that video is if I had taken that audience and sold them something. So this would be, let's do this as the $1.6 million dollar example, right? Huge difference here compared to the 55K. Make sure I get my numbers right here. So we had 16 million views, all right? Man, a lot of zeros. These are the views. Now, if I took those views and I sold them a product, and that product, say, was a $99 cooking course, all right? And that conversion, say, only 0.1% of them. So we have 16 million views. We converted them like 1 out of every 1,000. So that would be 100 and, no, that would be 16,000 buyers, right? I converted 1 out of every 1,000. So 16,000 people. And I sold them into that $99 product, right? A cooking course. And now, guys, this could work for any niche if it's not cooking. So, say, for example, you did consulting, right? You could send them into a community. You could do one-on-one coaching, and then the revenue numbers totally change, but maybe you didn't get, that amount of views like you did on the channel. But for the example here, it's a cooking course or a community, like, so everybody paid $10 a month, $120 a year. You could even maybe make more. And now, guys, don't forget, you could convert more people here. Okay, it doesn't have to be 1 out of every 1,000. Maybe the conversion was higher. Maybe you have a higher product, right? Price product. So if we did that math, right, we end up with the 1.6 million. Well, it's $1,584,000, but you get the example here. So that's the opportunity that I miss currently. Doesn't mean I can't change it on the channel with new content, but for that 5 years, that's something I can't go back and change. So unfortunately, I didn't really think about how I was just renting land from Google, and my house here was on a little piece of land with a huge moat around it, and I didn't even consider this. And this is something I should have considered because I've done SEO for a long, long time. And I had a website and I knew it was being rented on Google's platform. But when I created the YouTube channel, I wasn't really considering this. Guys, if this is you and you've been through this, let me know in the description. I'd love to know a little bit more about you and your business. Now, guys, I wanted to clarify a few things. Like, I'm not saying that AdSense money is horrible and there's not a huge opportunity there. There is. Like, don't get me wrong. I've been making, money every month for years off the channel. And, for example, like that one with the cooking channel. I mean, look, it's made over $7,000. And every day since that video, well, it didn't do anything for a little while. But every day since that, it makes more money. And it makes money consistently. And without doing anything. That's a huge opportunity. But one thing to consider is just think of AdSense revenue for your YouTube channel is more of like a cherry on top, right? It's just a benefit of you making that content. And I'm going to get into another video later in the channel, so subscribe down below. But in that video, I'm going to go over the huge opportunity of AdSense and creating certain types of content and evergreen content that will bring you in revenue for years. But the thing is you can do both. You can focus on driving revenue through a product, a service, a community, consulting, whatever niche that you're in. There's an opportunity there. I can't think of any niche that there isn't an opportunity that you could do besides AdSense, unless you're just an influencer and you don't really have any skills except for the vlogging skill of showing your life and that type of lens. And then, yes, you are looking for millions of views, short views. Well, you're not going to make much money on shorts, I'll tell you that. But your virality is an opportunity for someone that's just on AdSense as an influencer. And there is opportunity there if you're an influencer. But that's not what I'm talking about here. So watch the next video and we're going to pull away from this rented land. I'm going to show you what I think is the best model to drive revenue for your business.